Our attempts to throw the Champions League group stage continues. Today we have a double header up against Inter Milan. Are the games going to be as boring as the last two? Let's find out. I realise that's probably not the best way to try and bring you into this video, but welcome on into Living Sports here for another episode of Glory Hunter on Foot Manager 22 here with Manchester United. If you missed the last one, go and check it out. It was the start of our Champions League group stage journey. I know we were thinking we've already won the Champions League. Why am I showing you that? Well, go and check out the last video. You will understand why. You will also understand why we only have 1 point from our first two games. That will make a whole load of sense. We continue today with two games up against Inter Milan. Let's see how we get on. We're continuing to throw this Champions League group stage. Third place is where we are aiming for. Europa League, win that trophy this year, as well as the FA Cup. They are the two competitions we still need to win. Well, at least the ones that we can still win as Manchester United. I don't think I'm going to win the Bundesliga with Man United, am I? So they're the only two we can still win with Man U, and that's what we're going to try and do this season. As I mentioned, we're only looking at the Champions League today. We've had 1 point from our first two games, and today we play against Inter Milan twice. Let's show you the team for today's episode, and it is our same 4-2-4, no attackers formation. Because why not? Looking better, just come back from injury, so he's going to play though, even though he's a little bit struggling for fitness. The same with Nusa. His condition's not great. Someone will probably come on for him at some point in the second half. But this is the team in the slightly throwy game against Inter Milan. Ballard in goal, Dorrington and Betty at centre-back with Lamptey and Escudero either side. To be honest, that's not a bad defence. Nor is that a bad midfield. McTominay, Ndidi, Willett and De Jong with Nusa and Durand on the wings. Just the way that we're playing is very defensive, parking the bus, not attacking. In the last two games we played this formation, we haven't had a shot on goal. So I'm going to warn you now, probably not going to be a lot of highlights in these two games. This could be a quick episode. Let's get into it. I say Inter Milan today and then Inter Milan in a couple of weeks' time as well. Let's see how we get on. So what's the prediction? 1-0 Inter Milan, a bit of a boring one. You can see they've got Salamaker, Skriniar, Thielman. Obviously, we sold to Inter Milan as well. We've also sold Victor Osimhen last year as well. Conor Gallagher, goodness me, there's a lot of our old players there. Look at that. Sebastiano Esposito, who we had, fantastic player for us at Villarreal. We've had him as well. Rodrigo, who we had when we were at Monaco too. Goodness me, there's so many of our former players. Zinchenko as well. We had him at Villarreal for a while. So many of our former players playing for this Inter Milan team. I suppose it's only right that they're going to beat us in a very boring game. Go and put on a show, I say, while sending them out there to defend for their lives. Let's see what happens. They've not been on the best run of form, to be fair. Neither have we in Europe, who've been doing not bad in the league. 4 wins and a draw in our last 5 games. We're not going to try and win this one, are we? We're going to try and get a 0-0 draw. Let's see how boring this is going to be. And you can see already the game's begun. We've had hardly any of the ball and no shots. However, here comes the first highlight of the game. Ballard launches it long. We've got the ball back, Dorrington. And you can see we have no player, 0 players in the Inter Milan half here, as Ballard launches it long toward Willett, but Thielman brings it down, playing at centre-back for Inter Milan today. And now Bruno Fernandes, a former player of ours when we were a Portugal manager, over to Lautaro Martinez, who comes down the right-hand side. We've got lots of men in the middle. Surely if a cross comes in, we can stop it for going in. McTominay heads it away. Here comes Barella into Salamakers and Bruno Fernandes. Adeyemi, who we tried to sign when we were Roma manager, but he went to Inter Milan instead and caused havoc for us several times, and he's flicked one forward for Lautaro Martinez there, and Inter Milan are up 1-0. And I have a feeling this could maybe be quite a few if we're going to play this defensively. Corner kick for Inter, half an hour in to the back post, and Adeyemi tucks that one in. 2-0. I think it's safe to say that we've successfully thrown this one, and we're not even anywhere near half-time yet. This could be interesting. The ball was launched long by Ballard there, but there was nobody to get on the end of the ball, so it's just come straight back to Inter Milan for an attack up against us here. Barella over to Vidovic and Rodrigo. It's back to Skriniar. You can see every single player in our half. We're just sitting so far off everyone. Salamaker's ball into the middle. Rodrigo hit that one off the post and it's cleared away. You can see we're just sitting so deep. I know that's the way we're meant to be playing. We're deliberately trying to throw the games, and then we'll hopefully win the last 2 or 3 to, get us up into 3rd place, make everyone a bit happier in terms of the board, so they try not to sack us, because there's still a chance that could happen. That would be an interesting video, wouldn't it? We lose these 2 games against Inter Milan and we get sacked. Not exactly what I'd be hoping for, but we've reached half time. We're 2-0 down. Hopefully these are the last ones that we have to try to throw today. Maybe even not try to throw the next one, try and win the next one. I don't think that would be the good idea. I think we'll try still to throw the one against Inter in the second time round, and then win the 2 episodes or the 2 games after that up against Sporting and Club Brugge, as Inter went close again. We're yet to have a shot. We've had 50% of the ball, but we haven't had a shot. Inter Milan with the ball here on the left-hand side. Salamakers, the ball now with Rodrigo. Back to Salamakers, forward to Rodrigo, flicks it in, and we've cleared it away. But it's back to Thielman, who comes forward with the ball. And Vidovic, and Barella, and forward to Rodrigo. He tried to volley that one in, but just wide of the goal. You can see I've got my hand on the side of my face. I'm just kind of bored, just leaning up against this here. And it's probably not the most exhilarating thing for you guys to watch. I can only apologise about that. Tomorrow's episode is going to be much better. We're going to have 2 games that we're going to try to actually win, so we don't end up in 4th. But today, it's just going to be another one of those games, both of them unfortunately, where we're just trying to lose, and we are successfully losing, which is a positive thing. I suppose if we try to lose, at least we can do it. We just haven't had a shot in 3 Champions League games. I wonder if there's any team in the history of the Champions League that's ever done that before. And we've reached full time. Inter Milan with 19 shots, us with none. We walk away with a defeat, which is what we wanted, but I'm going to keep pretending it's not what we wanted. But it is kind of what we wanted. We're down to bottom of the league at the moment, but we're still on level points with Club Brugge. So if Inter Milan beat us in the next one, Sporting beat Club Brugge in the one as well, and then we beat Sporting and Club Brugge in the last 2 games, that should be enough to get us into 3rd place. The question is, though, are we sure that Sporting are going to beat Club Brugge? They beat them this time round. Do we have to go and try and get points against Inter in the next one, just in case Club Brugge do something against Sporting and it makes it a bit close? I think we do, actually. This episode's going to be a bit more exciting. We're going to try in the next one against Inter Milan, just in case Club Brugge do something against Sporting. Just in case that happens. So we're going to try in this one, and then if we do win against Inter Milan and Club Brugge win against Sporting, then that's good. We've not dropped any more points. If Club Brugge lose to Sporting and we manage to get points against Inter Milan, then we'll throw the game against Sporting. I feel like weird actively talking about throwing games. This feels like really weird match fixing I probably shouldn't be talking about. But our aim is to come 3rd. So let's see what happens. I think, though, just to be safe, we're going to have to try against... Don't get me wrong, we could try against Inter Milan and still lose. But we're going to actually go out there with a full strength 11 and see what we can do up against Inter Milan. See if we can get some points back. Maybe make people like us a bit more here at Man United, because we have went from very secure down to secure, and I probably think after that result we might be at stable in terms of our job security. If we go to staff and job security, where do we appear on this list as I keep scrolling down? We're not unstable. Are we on secure? We're still on secure just about, and that's because, if I haven't mentioned already, we are currently in 2nd place in the league, 4 wins and 4 draws at the moment. Liverpool lead the way, their only defeat being when they played up against us. So you imagine we'll hopefully kick on at the top of this league. Not that it matters, we've already won it, but it's just so you know, it looks like we're doing well enough in the league that even though we're not doing well in Europe, we're not going to get sacked. That's the hope anyway. If you look at the club info, club vision, it's a B- at the moment. So as long as it doesn't drop below a C. Anyway, we'll advance on. We play Inter Milan in a couple of weeks again, so we'll get through the games, bring you back for the second one, where we're actually going to have a go at it. We're not just going to play the throw in the Champions League formation. See you in but a moment. Right, well, after that last game against Inter Milan, we've actually been in a bit of decent form, so hopefully in today's second game of the episode, also against Inter Milan, we can get some type of positive result. You can see we've had 3 wins since we last played. Let's have a look at the tactical meeting. We're not going to play our throw it away in a Champions League formation. We're going to try our 5 at the back formation today, the 5-2-2-1. We're going to go with Henderson in goal, De Jong sitting in between Fofana and Mustafa at the back, with Livramento and Burke playing as inverted wing backs. Bellingham and Stansfield, they can play in midfield with Sancho and Willard just ahead of them, and Ilie leading the line. He's already on double figures for the season. We're only just getting into November. He's doing well. Let's see if he can score some more today. A positive result against Inter Milan would be very much appreciated. And I tell you what though, we would also probably more importantly, appreciate if Sporting could beat Club Brugge, because that would mean second was definitely off the cards. Well, not definitely, almost certainly off the cards. And we can concentrate on just trying to get third place. That's the aim. Let's get into it. Let's see how we get on today. A positive victory would be decent for us here. A positive victory, a positive result would be good. But if we lose, at least we can say we did try in this second game. Go hard on the tackles on Lautaro Martinez. Why not? And keep up the good form. I mean, apart from the Champions League, we have been in good form. Well, I wasn't commenting there. The game's only just kicked off as the first highlight. Stansfield swung in a corner and Fofana headed it in. You'll get to see the replay here. Here we go. Stansfield swings the ball in. Front post. Fofana heads it in. It looked like whoever this is, De Jong, might have been interfering with the keeper. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. We're leading 1-0. It's only 4 minutes into the game. We're doing pretty well already as Livramento gets in behind his man here. Crosses the ball in. Well, he does. Finds Burke. And back into Sancho. And all the way back to Fofana, who drives forward. Livramento now. Sancho, can he get a second of the day? No, he can't. He cannot get the second for us. 5 minutes in though. We are totally dominating. And this is more like what we should be playing like when we're not trying to throw the game. I've just noticed that Willie Collum is the referee. Why does he referee so many of our games in European competitions? I do not understand why. Why is he refereeing Champions League games? If any of you are not familiar with Scottish football, you wouldn't really know Willie Collum. You wouldn't have got to see him refereeing. You'll understand why I'm so disgusted by it if you know Scottish football. But we're going to reach half time, leading 1-0 thanks to that early Fofana header. We'll say we're doing well. Let's see how this second half progresses. No one's playing particularly well in our team. Maybe a change of formation is in order. But we have kind of dominated the game in terms of chances so far. Corner kick, Sancho takes it into the front post, and we've got 2 headed goals for 2 of our centre backs. Fofana first, and now Mustafa. 6'5" of Mustafa, and he managed to head that one in there. Good run, gets away from his man at the front post. Look, they're queuing up. Mustafa, De Jong, Fofana. Easy. Headed goal. We're not going to make any changes actually. We're just going to let these 11 men go and win us the game here. As Stansfield gets the ball in their own half and launches along, but is intercepted by the Inter defence. There's 10 minutes to go in the game. Can Inter get themselves back into it? They're going to try. Barella on the left-hand side cuts it back into Martinez, and that's a good finish from Lautaro Martinez. Past Dean Henderson's outstretched left arm. And it's 2-1 now, and Inter Milan threaten to try and get themselves back on level terms. But we do have the ball straight from kickoff, obviously, as Willard finds Burke with it. And all the way back to Mustafa, who'll maraud down the left-hand side. Stansfield finds Sancho, who's unmarked. Good challenge, though, and Willard off the post. What a chance this has been. That ball bounced around again. And it's eventually cleared away by the Inter Milan defence. I must say, De Jong not having a great game. Burke not having a great game. Willard and Ilie not having a great game. But Sancho takes this corner into the front post, and we've had 3 headed goals in this match. 2 for Fofana now, and the 1 for Mustafa. We'll win this game comfortably. Though the goals all came for set pieces, at least we are scoring our goals when it comes to set pieces. That's the important thing. We've won the game 3-1. That's a better result. The throwing of the Champions League group stage has been delayed for the moment as we move up to 4 points. Looks like third place should be the position for us. What we're going to do is we're going to send the assistant here and we're going to see the game that kick off at 8 o'clock. That's the Sporting Club Brugge game. We'll see how that one progresses. Sporting have won that one, so that's good. So that means that we are now 5 points behind Sporting and 5 behind Inter Milan. That's fine. That's good. it means that we can afford to lose to Sporting so long as we beat Club Brugge. Let's have a look at the schedule and see when we play each of these teams. We play Club Brugge first. So what we want to do is throw the game against Club Brugge, or do we want to beat Club Brugge and then throw the one against Sporting? But if we throw the one against Sporting after we've done Club Brugge, we risk beating Sporting even though we're trying to throw the game and somehow getting into the knockout stage of the Champions League. I'll be honest, I don't know what to do. I think we're going to try to beat Club Brugge, which will be fairly easy to do, I'd have hoped, and then see if we can throw the game against Sporting. That's what you have to look forward to in the next one. So we've managed to lose to Inter today and beat Inter. It puts us in prime position to get third in this Champions League group. So let's see if we can do that. And the next episode will be the important games to see if we can get third place. We play Club Brugge and Sporting Club de Portugal in the next one. And 2 of the appropriate results will get us third place and will get us on the road to winning the Europa League. That's what we want to do. We've already won the Champions League. Let's try and win the Europa League. Tick that one off the list. It's going to be an interesting episode next time round. And hopefully you stick around to see it. If you have enjoyed this one, a kind of tale of 2 games, that defeat to Inter in the first one when we were really trying to lose, and then that 3-1 victory when we were trying to win, please leave a like on the video. It really does help us out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until that next one, which will be the last 2 games of this Champions League group stage, we'll see you then.